Welcome to this episode of In the Grove. I'm Jeff Franke. Today, my guest is Trustee Keith Lasken, one of our newer trustees, and he's here to tell us about some new events we have going for our 70th anniversary. Welcome, Keith.
Thanks a lot.
It's great to have you here. We have so many great things happening this year because of our 70th, and you're kind of the guy in charge of this. I think it's going to be a fun event, but it's about our scavenger hunt for
Absolutely.
the village. So maybe you can explain a little bit what it's all about.
So the scavenger hunt, this year's the 70th year of our village. As we know, we're celebrating the anniversary, and we wanted to do something that was fun and innovative. We wanted to celebrate the history, the landmarks, and we wanted to do something that was community-wide participation. So we created the community scavenger hunt. And how it works is that you'll receive a passport. They'll have codes that they record, and then they turn in the codes to the village hall, and then they will win a small prize and a chance to even win a grand prize.
Wow. So a passport. Do they come into the village to get one? We don't mail them out to everybody, do we? Or it's up to you if you want to be involved in this. Correct?
Absolutely correct.
So if you are, I realize we probably have something online where you can download, but to get a passport book like that, where would they go?
So the first spot will be in Public Works Open House on May 16th.
Okay.
And then on June 1st, then they could collect at Village Hall, 901 Wellington, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. The Park District Pavilion, the library, they'll be able to pick it up. Also, there'll be an online digital version, so they'll be able to track it on their phone. They could either print it out or track it on their phone. And then what they'll do is there's a submission sheet that they could transfer those codes onto the submission sheet and turn it into Village Hall.
Okay. So I guess the date, we didn't say the dates of when it runs through?
No, not yet. So the scavenger hunt will officially begin June 1st.
Okay.
And then from there, they could pick up the passport, do however they get it, and then they will complete the passport. That means filling out all the codes, turning in the sheets, and then July 31st at 5 p.m. they turn it into the Village Hall, and then that means 2 full months to complete it.
I gotcha. But if they complete it in 2 weeks, that's fine. They can just turn it in.
Turn it right in.
We're not doing a time delay. Like say 1 week we're doing this, next week we're doing this. I mean, if somebody wanted to just quit their job and just do this for 4 days or a week, they could complete it if they wanted to.
If they wanted to run and get it done in like 30 minutes, I don't know how they'd be able to do it. But yes, they could turn it in.
Yeah.
And then that deadline of July 31st, 5 p.m., that's where we'll collect everybody. So if they want to take the full 2 months, or as you said, like a day or so, absolutely.
But once they're done with the book, they can turn it in and they're all set. Okay, perfect. So, I just wasn't clear on, if there were each week, sometimes there are new clues or something like that.
We give you all 20 of them all at once.
And it kind of explains on what the codes are you're supposed to get, correct?
Correct. So on the passport, it will give you different clues, and pretty much the locations are going to be scattered all throughout the village. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a wide variety of community spots. So we're talking like parks. We're talking about well-known landmarks. We're talking about like areas that people are pretty familiar with. So there's going to be some familiar spots. There's going to be some new spots. But overall, we just hope that everybody just comes out, finds the clues. Maybe they'll explore something new that they haven't seen in the village, learn something new.
Sure.
And that's really what's one of the advantages of the scavenger hunt is learning.
It's funny sometimes, and I think I know it all because I've been here since 1959, but there's a lot of areas that were built as I was older and I never got around. When you're a kid, you explore everywhere, but it didn't cross the creek when I was a kid. So, everything else. So it's neat to get around and see different things that are around the town that I never even realized.
There's a lot of history that this village has, and just exploring each one of those landmarks. Me too. Like I'm like, wow, I didn't even know we had this in our village.
Uh-huh.
So it's really cool.
That's fun. So, so there are going to be 20 different locations. So basically say, I go and get this passport. Now, the passports where you say they're going to be put out, they're just blank passports. Nobody has to get it with their name on it. I mean, it's just we're going to have a pile of passports.
Correct.
And so you would take one. Is every resident eligible to do this? Like say you're a family of 5. You have wife or husband and then 3 kids, can they all do that?
Yeah, they could all do it. So the thing about this is that everybody could have a submission form, they could turn it in, but it will be, for the grand prize raffle, it'll be one per household
Okay.
to win. So you can't have 5 people and all of a sudden, two of them win
all
the same
5 of
thing.
them win.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but there will be 30 winners that we're going to pick from this grand prize raffle.
Okay.
So your neighbors and everybody will all have a chance to.
And it's for Elk Grove residents only.
Correct. So as I mentioned before, with the codes, you record them however you record them. You can do it on your phone. You keep track of it, or you can take the passport, fill it all out that way, and then when you go into Village Hall, there'll be a submission form. The submission form's also in the passport. We'll also send a newsletter with the submission form, or they could pick it up at Village Hall, and they fill out all the codes. They turn it in. They have to present a valid ID, and they have to be an Elk Grove resident in order to be eligible.
Okay.
So Elk Grove resident, valid ID, submission form with all 20 codes. They'll turn it in. They'll get a small prize, and then we'll put you in for the raffle for the grand prize, which actually is it's building blocks of genuine Lego bricks of our Elk Grove Village clock tower.
Wow. That looks really realistic. But probably some really small parts.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, it's something different, and that's one of the grand prize, or
This is the grand prize. So there'll
okay.
be 30 winners for the raffle that will win a building block kit with, again, genuine Lego bricks, which is really great, and it has the design of our Elk Grove Village clock tower. So I'm really excited for anybody who's going to win that.
And I'm sure probably in one of our newsletters we'll put the names of the 30 winners so they can brag that they were able to do that.
Yep.
Some people really like these scavenger hunts, and
I love it.
yeah, I mean it's unique and you learn a lot.
Yeah, I just like, because, yeah, again, there's going to be 20 different locations. So just to, even if it's a location you've been at before, it's just nice to revisit sometimes, see the changes we've made, see the improvements we made too at some of these locations. And again, yes, you're going to revisit some of these locations that you never even knew about before. And we're going to have a little bit of a history and yeah, just learn about it, be there, enjoy it, record the code, and then turn it in.
So the different locations, again, there would be a variety of different, obviously safe places. We're not going to put something on top of a tower or, in the middle of a pond or something like that, right?
Yeah, nothing on top of a water tower or anything like that. Like, so we're going to limit that.
Something that anybody, even no matter what your
Absolutely.
age is, you can walk up to and see it.
Absolutely. I don't want to give any hints.
No,
it won't be the
I-
passport. But yeah, they're very easy to
We're not
reach.
going to send you into the woods.
Well, no, I'm just kidding. No, no, absolutely not.
Well, not by yourself anyway. So yeah, no, it's smart. But somebody would be able to have access to it. Anybody
Yes.
should be able to.
Yes.
So that's good. So we already talked about where you can get the passport. So the alternative, like you say, if you can't come and pick up one of these passports at the thing, you can download it or print it
Correct.
offline.
Yeah, there'll be a
Is that correct?
one-page passport that you could download. So you can have it on your phone. You can print it off, if you know how to print off your phone, or just keep it together. It's going to have all the clues. And then just record those codes. When you come into the village, then that's where you could then find your submission form, and then all the codes that you recorded on your phone, you could put on that submission form, turn it in. So that's the one thing. We're very flexible about the codes, about how to get it and whatnot. But the one thing that doesn't change is that you have to turn it in person, and you have to turn it in with a valid ID, and you have to be from Elk Grove.
Okay, so no turning it online. You have to come in here, show your ID, and prove, and it has to have an Elk Grove address on the ID.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, because there are some houses that are in the middle of Elk Grove that aren't actually Elk Grove.
Yeah.
So you have to be an Elk Grove
You have to
Village
be an Elk Grove
resident.
resident.
Okay, Village. Elk Grove,
Elk Grove Village resident. Yeah, no Elk Grove, California. No.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much stuff we get from California. So, yeah, okay, perfect. And then we talked about, it's starting on June 1st.
Correct.
So what's to stop somebody from looking for the place before June 1st? Are we going to, the book, okay, so the book goes out on June 1st, is that right?
That is correct,
And then we
yeah.
load it on our website June 1st, so nobody can get it ahead of time.
The only sneak preview you can get is that if you go to the Public Works open house that they're going to have, and that was on, what was that? That was May 16th.
Ah,
And then we'll have the passports there. And so you get a little bit of a sneak peek on what the clues are, but you won't be able to do anything or turn in any codes until June 1st.
Okay, the codes won't be in those places until June 1st. Is that right?
I believe so. I'll have to look into that.
Because I
more.
know there's people, they're going to want to
hunt.
win this thing, and they're going to try to do it.
Some of these are popular areas, so they might run into it, but
Man.
but no.
Well, until they know what to look for,
Yeah.
I think, that shouldn't be.
They might see a random sign with some information and a code, and they're like, "What is this?"
It's not like the first come, first serve. So
Nope, absolutely not.
If they get it done then, or if they get it done,
Yes.
like before the deadline, that's all it has to be.
Yes, it'll be a little suspicious if they turn it in literally 2 minutes
Before-
after it just starts or before
it starts.
but either way, no timeline. Whether you turn it in the first day or the last day, as long as there's 20 codes that are correct, then you are entered in for the grand prize raffle, and you also get the small prize. So the cool part about it is like everybody wins if you turn in the code. Everybody's going to get something like a little small prize, and then they'll be entered to even maybe win something even greater. So
Okay.
30 winners they'll pull from.
Okay, 30 winners, 20 locations. So I could get that done in a day. So we talked about what you have to do with it when you're done. So
I was going to say, one more thing we could talk about. I was saying the website, but really it's elkgrove.org/70, which represents our 70th anniversary. So they'll have more details about it. There's a full list of other events that we're going to have that do celebrate the 70th anniversary as well. But if anybody does have any additional questions about the village, about the village or the raffle or what's going on, they could reach out to the village manager's office, and that's 847-357-4010. So for those listening, 847-357-4010.
Okay.
Please call, and we'll be happy to answer all the questions.
yeah, and again, the website, even if you just go to elkgrove.org,
Yep.
they'll have a link somewhere in there. You just put in scavenger hunt, and it'll take you to the page you're talking about.
There's a little search bar. Yeah, they'll be able to search.
It's as I tell people, all right, you want to watch the show on Channel 6, or EGTV, then you go to that under government, and you click on that, and then you go on demand, and believe me, I'm sure the website will go down with all these people wanting to watch the show. So,
Yep, of course, 1.2 billion people.
yeah, you sound like the mayor.
Well, that was the
now.
mayor's number. I was going to say, I don't know.
It's there, so, and it's got to be true. So, and so that information would be great, and you've got the village manager's office. You can go to the website. Is there anything else that we haven't covered?
I think we covered it all. I mean, I could, if you want me to, I could just kind of break it all down again, and for everybody who's really interested. So again, it's 20 codes all spread out through the village, different landmarks. Those 20 codes you record on a submission sheet. The submission sheet you find at Village Hall. It'll be in the village newsletter. It'll be a back page on the passport, and then they take that submission sheet. They have to turn it in person with an ID to Village Hall, which is 901 Wellington, and then they'll turn it in, get a small prize, and then a chance to win the grand prize of our beautiful clock tower. So 30 people. So that wraps it up.
And then at the village, do they come upstairs to the village manager's office? Is that where they would turn it? They don't go down to like accounting or engineering department.
No, I don't think like
right?
that. I don't. We'll have more of the specific details
Yeah.
on where to turn, like with that.
Where to turn it in, it'll be on the page.
I did forget to mention one thing though too. With the submission forms and stuff, it will also be. Did I mention it would be located in the pavilion and also library?
I think you said library, pavilion, Park District.
Yes.
Oh, that is the Park
yeah.
District, but not the Park District main office, but the pavilion, because I think more people go there than anywhere else.
So they could pick up the
And
submission.
here, so
Yeah.
if that or online, they should do it and be able to get their hands on it.
Yeah, and that's the easiest way. And then when they come into Village Hall, if they even have it recorded on their phone, the submission form will be right there in Village Hall, where they can just fill it out right away and then turn it in. That's the only big thing, is that you have to be in person, valid ID from Elk Grove, submission form, 20 correct codes, and then that's it.
Perfect.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And just a walk in the park, pretty much. Literally.
Well, yeah, but, is that a clue? I'm not even going to say and all that, but yeah, that's great. Again, it's one of many great things we got going for the 70th anniversary. So I think it'll be fun for people. I know a lot of people have been asking me about this because we have talked about it and all that. I go, I don't know. I'll talk to Trustee Lasken about it and we'll figure it out. So, all right, great. And if anybody has a question, they find you out on the street and they can ask you.
They probably will. Yes, definitely. I don't
It's
mind
one way
it.
to get known.
Exactly. I'm really excited about this. So this is something really exciting to talk about.
No,
So,
it's a fun thing for this year.
Yeah.
So, plenty of great things happening this year on our 70th too. So,
Of course.
Well, Keith, thank you so much for coming by and explaining this. I know it's going to go smoothly, and I think people are going to look forward to having some fun and trying to get their hands on one of those Legos. So,
Yep, of course. Love it, love it, love it.
well, thanks
Thank you
again.
so much for having me.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching in this episode of In the Grove. We'll see you next time.